This video and its contents are for adult collectors. The Starseekers were a group of nobodies from a book from the Aligned continuity, but they still managed to feature a ton of my favorite characters. So when they said they were doing a Walmart capsule line featuring a brand new version of their pirate captain, I was all in. This is that Leader class Thundertron 3-pack. Starting us off, we have Nightstrike, the pirate flag bat of the group. I really love the paint here, but the other side leaves a bit to be desired. I do like the paint on the head though, looks nice. Second, we have Calron, the newest addition to both the Rock Lords and the Starseekers, and I'm not a big fan of this guy. I love the blue on him, but there's nothing here that's new. It's just Magnius with a better color scheme. But if that's what you're into, then this is going to be perfect for you. I really do like how everything gradients into each other, and everything seems to pop a little bit more than on Magnius. I do have the loose front end issue that a lot of people seem to have with this version of the toy, so that is a little upsetting, but overall, Calron is fine. Next up, we get the reason you actually get the pack, Pirate Thundertron. I love this Zoids lion. The mouth opens, the teeth are painted, the paws have articulation. Everything here is really nice. I love the asymmetrical detailing on the Zoids flare on his back. Like, that's so cool. And the Starseekers logo also adorning his back like on the original toy, and the claws on the front emulating those original toys' claws, but smaller. It's just a really nice beast mode, one of the nicest lions we've gotten. For comparison, here we have Legacy Flame War, Legacy Cannonball, Legacy Lockdown, and Legacy Road Pig. As I've probably mentioned already, this is the first video I'm filming in the new room, so if I sound weird or the echo is there, I am going to try and fix it. Anyways, let's get into transformation. We have Nightstrike here. Very simple transformation, just fold out these bottom wings, flip out the toes, and then you can say this is done, but there is a hinge on the neck here to bring that forward, so I like doing that to give them that little more gremlin-y stature. And there is Nightstrike in bot mode. Setting Nightstrike off to the side. I'm not going to go over Calron too much because we've already reviewed Magnius, so you can check out the card here. And there we go. There is Calron in his very nice, very blue glory. Moving over to Thundertron here, we just want to remove the sword and then untab the lion's beard and kind of untab these and just start moving almost everything that moves. So we're going to unclip this and bring it back. We're going to come down to the legs and we're just going to extend the legs, rotate them once, and rotate them twice. And we're going to do that again. So extend the legs, and you want to push until it soft locks right there. Bring it straight, rotate it, and rotate it again. And then we can straighten out his coattails. From here, bring down the arms and spread them out. Bring them down, so that way they're out of the way. Come up here to the lion section. Close in that mane and just start bringing it down. There's going to be a couple spots where it like ka-chunks into place, and you kind of want to finagle this whole thing. And what I like to do is get it right here and then just give it a nice push, and then that tabs in right there, and this locks in there, and you can flare the mane. Up here on the shoulders, you want to lift these up, rotate them so they're parallel like that, fold in the claw, fold it up, and fold it down. So same thing over here, rotate, fold up the claw, fold it up, and fold down. And for the final touch, bring in the backpack and kind of push the tail back through the coattails. If you want, oh, don't forget to flip out the foot. And this is where you can take the foot off. I do like doing that because it is more pirate-like when he doesn't have it. Set him right there, finish him off. I like to bring these back, take the cutlass, tab this on, give it to his good hand, and there we go. There we have Nightstrike, Thundertron, and Calron in their robot modes. The robot modes on these guys are pretty spectacular and fantastic. I love how they look together. The blue really ties this 3-pack together. All of these guys look fantastic, but we're going to take a look at them individually to some degree. Nightstrike is a glorified accessory, but the bat mode here is really nice. I believe this uses Scars tooling, and the blue wings and tiny Starseeker symbol are fantastic. Next up, Calron, who, like I said, doesn't add anything really new from Magnius aside from this amazing asymmetric head with the red peeking through. I really like the way this looks.
There's some details on here that do pop a little bit more. The paint lends itself really well to this version of the mold. It makes it stand out compared to Magnius. There's a lot of color and flare and flash on this guy. With Thundertron, though, I adore this figure. This is my first time handling the mold, and I love it. The head sculpt here with the eye patch and like the wireframe beard is incredible. I love the peg leg, the way he can pose, the sword here, the gold, the light blue. It all comes together to make an amazing and imposing character. It helps that those details carry through and give him that pirate coat look here. I love every inch of detail on this guy. It really speaks to me. The only problem is that he's a little bit hollow. But all said, this is a really cool 3-pack. For comparison, here they are with Legacy Road Pig, Legacy Lockdown, Legacy Flame War, Legacy Cannonball, and Pounce and Wingspan.
We've already covered Articulation in Magnius's videos, so we're going to skip it on Calcitron here. And then Nightstrike has practically no articulation. I mean, you can wiggle her wings and fold them and kick her toes, but that's really it. So Nightstrike doesn't do a whole lot here. That leaves us with Thundertron, the newest figure to me. And starting us off, we're going to just take off a couple things. He can store his sword there. I've seen where people have like wedged it in this air slot. Oh, and it does fit. So you can totally waist mount it, I guess. It's not as tight, I don't think, because it's not really supposed to be there, but it does work. This foot right here, it does have a forward and back. It's also pegged at an angle, so it can fit like a natural A stance, but it can't rotate or rock. So a little bit of there. I actually do quite like how stable he is just with the peg leg. The other foot, however, can rock back and forth and tilt side to side, although it leaves a little bit to be desired on that side to side. The skirts are on ball joints, so that's nice. The legs can kick forward. They have a thigh swivel. They have a shin swivel or a knee swivel. He does have a slightly limited waist joint, but you can kind of pop this back piece out just a little bit and get a lot more out of that waist. So it's not totally useless. I've seen some reviewers say that he doesn't really have a waist joint. You just got to pull this back out just a little bit. The lion mouth can open just a touch here. The arms, however, I really like that the arm shoulder pads don't really get affected if I'm just moving the arm forward, back, even a little bit out. The shoulder pads do swivel and rock and go up and down. The arms themselves go out, they go forward this far, they go back that far. Bicep swivel, over 90 at the elbow. And he does, in fact, have a wrist swivel, but I can't seem to get it to... Oh, there it goes. So there it is. He does have the same wrist swivel on the hook, on the other hand, so he does have that. He also has a ball-jointed neck that lets him kind of tilt back and forth, look down, look up. It's not super emotive, but he can look side to side pretty far, and I do quite like it. There's a lot of character going on with Thundertron.
So is this a good 3-pack? Is this a 3-pack worth getting? It's interesting. It's a leader class with a Voyager, a Deluxe, and a Micromaster all smashed into one, and I think that's a cool concept. Do I think it was executed well? Not necessarily. The Rock Lord inclusion could have been another Starseeker, one that actually is like worthwhile of adding to the shelf. That said, Calcitron is not bad. He's just the weakest part of this box. He's not a Starseeker. He's not a real character. To be fair, though, a lot of the Starseekers aren't real characters, so maybe that like lends him to really be a part of the team. I love this Thundertron. The Thundertron is fantastic. Having not handled the mold until this version, I think it's great. The Nightstrike integration is also really good and a fun way to introduce an RID-15 character. I'd say if you can split it with a friend and either get rid of a part that you don't want, i.e. Thundertron, Nightstrike, or Calcitron, then it's worth it. If you just want all three of them, again, it's worth it. But I wouldn't go out of your way if you're only like enjoying 2 pieces of this box and you can't get rid of the third part that you don't like. I don't know if it's totally worth that $60 price tag. With that said, thank you guys for watching. YouTube thinks you'll like this video right here. Don't forget to check out the support links in the description, and I'll see you in the next one. This has been Bots Obsession. I'd also like to give a shout out to my Patreons, Luke Thompson, Grim Lockdown, and Proton Collectibles. Thank you for supporting the channel.